Alright. Let me know when you're watching the broadcast. Wait, is this one building anything? No, this one's not building anything. Because I'll just start a new game then. Where can I put the Temple of Artemis? I don't want to put it out there. No. Let's try it there. Alright. You on the stream now? Okay. Let's exit out of here. Oh yeah, just told me one's watching. Maybe. This sucks right now. I'm playing as Rome, and there was one other state on this island, and they're too close, so I managed to destroy them, take their thing over, and then it turns out I'm the only person on this island. And I'm like, okay, that could be a good thing, but now I can't, like, trade with other people. I'm having trouble, like, trying to get enough stuff going at the moment. So I'm like, I need more resources. Alright, single player. Let's just go create game. Who should we be? I want to be Canada, because I always get shitty starting locations with Canada. I don't want to be America either, because they annoy me. To do every game, they're like total dicks about trade. They try and totally rip you off with trade. They won't take anything that benefits you, not them. Like, sounds like life. Prince difficulty, continents, sure, map size. Let's go standard. Is it really?
From the first stirrings of life beneath water.
It's Sean Bean who narrates this too, which is awesome. I love Sean Bean.
To man taking his first upright steps, you have
Sean Bean, he's an awesome actor. He was a villain in GoldenEye, James Bond GoldenEye. He's also the guy behind the Sharp series.
On towards the stars.
Where he got his big acting break.
Your
Sharp
Majesty,
series
the
are
Queen
amazing.
Victoria of England. Extend your reach beyond your borders and across the face of the globe.
Who produced the movies for Sharp
the possibility of defeat.
Did such a good job. It caused the author to go back and write new books.
Will surely carry the day.
That's when you know someone did well.
This river has floodplains, which means it has flooded before.
Yes, floodplains. Yes, I know these things. Alright, tell me when you can see. It's so weird because that's such a long delay. I gotta try and anticipate the delay now. This is such a shitty starting location. Oh really? Okay. So you can see here, I've got the settlers are the guys on the right to start a city. And on the left, that's you start with a military unit. So the things for resources right here, you can see the little corn. That's your food. Food feeds your city. Also, if you have an excess of food, your population will keep growing. And so that's important. Then the little cogwheel looking thing, that's your production. That's what goes into when you're crafting new buildings, new city parts, units, stuff like that. So you actually want really good stuff. So you can see here, it's like some of those tiles with the wheat on, they've got 2, which is good for food, but there's only 1 cog, which is shitty for production. Because it has wheat, that's a resource that can be used, so you can actually build a farm on that. So you can increase your food production with a builder. Just to the right, you'll see in like 15 seconds when it moves over, there's a picture of a deer. That's those animals there. And so if you put a builder over there and build on it, you build like a farm that gets you more food out of it. And I think you might even increase it by 1 production too. The little waves you see, because I'm next to a river, and at the beginning it said about floodplains, it means that what's going to happen is with the main DLC that I got, you get natural disasters, so the river can flood. And if you don't have a dam in place, which you can't build till way later, or if you're built right next to it, or you don't build far enough away from it, or unless you build the natural wonder, I think it's the Great Bath or whatever, then what'll happen is if you have stuff there and it floods, it'll damage any units that are next to it, or it'll damage your tiles, and it's kind of random as to how bad it is. When you move, your settlers can only usually move 1 square. Here it's letting me move 2 right away, and that's because these are just flat plains. But if there's woods like these in the way, it's harder to move through, so it slows your movement down. I could only move 1. And then crossing a river always ends your movement. So even if you have a unit that can move 3, once you cross that river, that'll take all your movement to get across. Your settler at the very beginning, you don't really want to move more than 2 times apparently, because otherwise it's taking you too long to get a city set up. And usually you want to look for things like here. You see when it pops up for you, there's a thing here. It's got 1 food, 2 production, and it's a Plains Hills. Plains Hills are really good because when I build on that, it'll actually give me 2 food and 3 production. So it'll increase, or if I build a mine on it with a builder. So those are pretty good to have around you, or to start your city on top of. And I'm trying to think here. Yeah, you see the colored squares there with the settler? The green means there's fresh water available. The non-color means there's no fresh water at all. If you build on a freshwater tile, you'll get +1 to housing, which is really important because as your city grows, your population grows, it needs more food. If it's got an influx of food, that's good, but it also needs housing, so you have to still increase housing. So that's always something that's kind of a big deal. And I'm going to back out of this one, and well, I guess I'll move my settlers, see if I see something else. Put it this way. And I'll move my military unit this way.
Our explorers have spotted another...
Oh, I found a friendly village. Friendly villages are cool. They give you little bonuses. They give you bonus to your science. They'll give you a bonus to, like, of gold and stuff. Well, there's tons of food that way, but that's kind of useless. You really want, like, good food around you, good production, and you want to find, like, if you can, you want luxury around you somewhere. And luxuries are, like, resources where it'll tell you it's a luxury resource. Oh, this is a terrible starting location. There's, like, fuck all around. I'm trying to just move my settler and find something. This is like what I get for starting as a Canadian all the time. I'm next to the tundra, which is all this snowy area. And with a Canadian, you actually have access to use builders to build a farm on it. Well, it's a luxury resource. But it's still, like, it's a shitty start, because you got slow population growth, you got slow production growth. Building near the coast is good, but later on, as you start, like, really, like, everyone's got, like, metropolis cities, the sea levels rise, so you kind of need to be aware that the sea levels can't rise. I had that on one of my cities, and I lost my shipping yard and something else, and I was like, great, the city's a piece of shit now. I just left it, ignored it. I think they revolted in the end, and I didn't even try and stop them. I was like, you're trash. Alright, tell me when you can see the grapes on your screen. Yeah, I was reading a whole bunch of things. Like, one of the most important things is your starting location really freaking matters. Because like, on a standard size map like this, there's 8 other people in here. Not like real people, but there's 8 other AIs. Okay, so the grapes there, that's called a luxury resource. And so a luxury resource you can trade with other cities. Also, a luxury resource farming keeps your population a little happier. So it's really important to have luxury resources around that you build a farm on to farm them. To the left of it, there's another one. It's maize. That's not a luxury resource though. That's a bonus resource. So you can build a farm on top of that, just like the wheat is a bonus resource. So you build a farm and you get more food out of it. And I'm definitely just gonna back out of here, I think. Well, let's just see. Move my settlers again. Really what you want, apparently, is ideally you want to be able to build... Oh my god, there's nothing this direction. You want to build right on top of the desert plains, because they'll give you the best, like, production and food right off the bat. Or plains hills. Desert, it has, like, nothing. So I moved my warrior guy over, and on these woods, it's plains hills, and so it's 3 production and 1 food. And if I build a farm on it, or if I build my settlement on it, I'll get like 2 food, 3 production out of it. And there's actually 2 other plains hills around. They're giving 1 food, 2 production. This would be a good spot to build, actually. There's not much amenities, but there's lots of build locations. Let's try and start again. So, like, your starting is, like, really important. You want to have, like, the right starting. You want fresh water. It's nice if you can have a river close by or a coast close by.
Water,
you want lots of production around you. You want food around you.
To man taking
you
his
want
first
ideally a
upright
luxury
steps,
resource around you.
have come far.
Mountains are good to have
Now
around you
begins
for
your
when you build
greatest
universities
quest.
later and such.
From
You
this
get extra
early
science from
cradle
it, I
of
think.
civilization on towards the stars.
So, like, the building location
Your
really
Majesty,
is,
the
like,
Queen Victoria of England,
starting right off the bat.
extend your reach beyond your borders
And then,
across
when you start
the
off,
face of
it's
the
kind of
globe.
good to just, like, the first thing
Worry
you build
not over the
is to build, like, a couple of just melee
This
units.
river has floodplains,
This
which
river
means
has
it is flooded.
floodplains. I know. It's not even a river, that's the coast. Isn't it? Oh no, it's a giant river, I think. What the hell? Oh, this might not be a bad spot to start. I got truffles there. That's gonna... Oh yeah, luxury resources will give you money. When you build a farm on it, it'll increase your money. You'll get money from them. Plus, of course, you can use them to trade to other groups. Okay, I can mine stone here. Stone is actually kind of good. I can build a quarry. That'll give me extra production. Copper. That's a luxury resource. Plus, I'll get extra production off it, I think. This is a floodplain here. Oh, it's not the best, actually. Lots of food. Not crazy amounts of production, but I think I could work with it. No, there's different styles of maps. There's like all these weird shaped ones. There's one that's continents where it's like just kind of like the world is right now, like where you have larger islands all separated by ocean. There's one that's identical to our world. And again, like if you build within your own continent, there's sort of bonuses, or if you're fighting on your home continent, there's bonuses to that. Healing units inside your friendly area, you get bonus to your healing. But there's some really weird shaped ones, like star ones, or everyone's on one island, or archipelago, where it's just a series of shit ton of tiny islands. Well, maybe I'll just build here. Oh, I hear sheep. Yeah, I'll build here. So I always send my military units and make them move off differently to explore around me. Or I'll use them to move first before my settler, where I'm thinking of moving a settler, just so I can hopefully see if it's worth moving a settler that way. Because again, you don't want to waste too many turns moving your settler. You kind of want to set up ASAP. So the guy that I was watching, learning things from, said 2 turns, that's the most he'll ever move a settler. If he has to move more than 2 turns, it's not worth playing. So 1 production, 2 food, 2 gold. I could put my city on top of that and wing it. I don't know what's over here. But I'll be on fresh water, so I'll get +1. Yeah, I might do that. I might risk it. I don't know what's over here. But if I build right here, it could get flooded out. I'll build on top of the resource.
Our explorers have spotted another friendly tribal village.
Plus, moving my military unit is going to give me a chance to sort of see if there's anything worth building for my next city. Oh, this isn't ideal. I've got shit for production, actually. I'm not sure if I want to build my city here. This isn't as good as I thought it was going to turn out to be. I thought I'd open up and see like tons of cool stuff. Oh, no, I don't like this one either. It did not open up as good as I thought it would. Yeah, the other civilizations, they build real fast. Like, I was seeing things pop up that they're discovering science things. I'm like, discovered lasers. I still have horses right now. What the
great beasts of the Stone Age.
How do you get to that?
To man taking his
so
first
much
upright
technology
steps,
stuff.
you have come far.
So many things you can research.
Now begins your greatest quest.
One of the ones I really like to do is if you've got animals next to your city, is doing the animal husbandry one where you learn so you can farm the animals.
Extend
but
your
also
reach
that
beyond
opens
your
up
borders and across
the
face
ability
of the
to do the
globe.
next one. I forget what it is.
Worry not over the
workmanship or something. And then you can build archers. And archers are really good because they can attack from 2 squares away. And they're amazing for defending your city. Is this a really shitty start location again? What's this? There's a luxury resource right there. Where's mining? This is a floodplain, so I'm definitely going to get destroyed when the seas open up. It's not ideal, but I can just settle here or whatever. Oh, there's bananas I can farm here. Ideally, I'd like to move my settlers like 3 more spots over to here. Maybe I risk it and do it anyways. I didn't even see who we're playing as right now. Oh, I'm playing as England, that's right. Chose Victoria. Okay, so I got lots of woodland over here, so that's going to give me lots of good production. I might risk it. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you can. What? No, thank you. 15 minutes, okay? No, you can change your difficulty quite a lot, actually, which is really nice. I just play on standard, which is Prince. But I'm also... Oh, man. I would like to move my settlers over to here. Okay, I'll wait here until your thing catches up. Actually, where's my phone? I can see where you're at with my phone. Yeah. Now I'm thinking. I'm confused. Can you be detected on a heartbeat sensor? Yeah. Heartbeat sensor when you're a ghost? Can you be detected on a heartbeat when you're a ghost? No. Not even when... Because you have to be over 160 feet away from a UAV. Or 250, I think, for a UAV to pick you up. I think that's what it was. I just saw it yesterday what the distance was. I think it's like 250 feet. And then you'll start showing up on UAVs. No, regular. Yeah, regular UAV even. Once you're far enough away, the ghost doesn't work. I think it's 250 feet. Someone just did on a kill cam. What the fuck? He just got picked up on kill cam while he had ghost. That's what I thought. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, someone else is. Oh, that's me watching. Yeah, dude, I think I've had that before, and I thought the same thing as you. Like, oh, one of the like maybe you had restock or something. Okay, so what you see here, that Roman dude, that's a luxury resource, and it's actually going to give me culture as well if I mine it. The bananas, that's a food resource just for a regular farm. It's just a bonus resource like the wheat and stuff like that. But I can actually, I think I can trade bananas. No, I can't trade bananas. No, I don't think so. Where my warrior is, I'd actually like to build there because looking around, I've got all these double production things and I got these triple production things. I'm close to the coast, so my city will be always the immediate tiles around where I place. And then as it expands, it'll expand out an extra ring. The coast right there, that'd be nice to put my shipping yard, but I'm far enough away for not to get flooded. The loss I'm gonna have here is I'm gonna be losing out some housing because there's no fresh water. That's gonna be where I run into a bit of a problem. But I also have this copper, which is another luxury resource. That's pretty good. Let's just quickly move over here. See, this wouldn't even be worth me doing. Like, the other people probably already have like 2 or 3 military units. They're set up. They've already almost finished the building. It wouldn't even be worth me setting up at this point, really. So here, I set my city up. Yeah, I did. So I have to declare a science. Now, I don't have animals in my immediate vicinity, but I do have bananas. And I can farm the shit out of bananas with irrigation. To get irrigation, I need to do the pottery. And that'll take me over to irrigation and writing. Irrigation is important for later on anyways. I like animal husbandry. It's one of my favorite because it gets to archery. Archery is a really big deal. And eventually horse riding units as well, which are really big for quite a while. Mining is another really good one that you want to start with. So here I've got the marble luxury resource. So mining is really important right now because that'll give me two. I think it'll give me +2 production on that if I build a mining pit. That's the only thing I can set up for mining. So basically, right now, my options would be go with mining or go with irrigation. I have so much food around here that I'm not even going to worry about it. So I might just go straight with mining so I can get that extra production going to build faster. And then the first thing to build, um, normally, oh yeah, okay. So I can build a monument right away. And if I have irrigation or some other cultures, I can build a granary. And there's like kind of a up flip between whether you want to do granary or monument first. Monument first will actually allow you to extend your city borders to these other tiles around you a lot faster. And a granary will help you maintain extra food production +1 housing. But a guy did a test between them and he said Monument comes out with being better every time. So I could do a Monument right away first, but I think what I'll do right away is create a scout, maybe? Or should I just pump out some warriors? A scout's really good because it can move more spaces, and so you can run around and discover things quickly. Also, if a barbarian scout shows up to your village, you need to try and engage him if you can, because as soon as he gets back to his barbarian village, they'll start pumping out units to send over. And they pump them out quite quickly. Which is usually why I have my military unit sort of doing a circle around the area, trying to find them real quick. Yeah, this is such a shitty start, but whatever. It's a good game though, because it's like super relaxed. It's turn-based, but it does take a long time. Oh, there's another luxury resource over here. We got silk over here. That's a good one. And that's going to keep crafting my scout. So I'm just going to keep moving this guy away. Oh, see, there on my screen I just had a barbarian scout just pop up.
It is best
and
to use
he came from the left.
Close.
So I'm going to assume that there's a barbarian village to the left, maybe, unless he's running back to it right now. Also, when I moved in to encounter him, he had a red square in front of him. If I move into that, I cannot leave that in my turn. I have to wait until my next turn to leave it. Yeah, okay, so there's like a red circle. If I move into that, I'm engaged in his territory. He has control. I cannot leave that. I can attack him. Not on this turn because I only get one movement per turn with this unit, but I can't, like if I had 2 movement, I can't move into that and move away. I move into that, I have to either fight him or just set into defense. Archers are really nice for that reason. Yeah, see, he's going to discover my city, and he's going to go tell his little buddies there's a town over here that's really rich. And the scouts are pretty tough. Like, I only did like 1/3 of damage there. Yeah, he's going to start moving away.
Our city though our population
yes,
grows,
they're growing.
There
they
is
need more housing. I know. Blah, blah, blah. So I kind of need to follow him, see where he goes. Yeah, see, if I could make a granary, because I had no water on this tile, I don't get that +1, or no, yeah, I don't get that +1 to housing, so a granary might have been better. Yeah? Yeah? But I think a monument might still come out good for me anyways. Yeah, he's booking it over this way. Where's he going? Maybe he didn't actually see my village yet? I feel like he did.
Reconnaissance units like...
Alright, I'm gonna cross over here. I think he is just scouting it out right now. Yeah, I think so. Now I finished my unit. I'm going to... A slinger is really good to build right away. Just because when you attack with a slinger, you attack them, but they don't get to hit you. If you attack with a melee unit, you attack them, but they still get to hit you back a bit. The problem is with a slinger, is they're a bit weaker, obviously. And they can only fight in 1 square. But you can upgrade them to archers once you've done your archer thing. You can build archers, they can attack from 2 squares away, and they really obliterate people. They're really good. And then your slinger, if you have enough gold, you can upgrade it to an archer. Also, you get 2 movement, I believe, in the slinger. Build a slinger archer right now. Oh yeah, see, off he goes. He's booking it back this way. I really feel like their village is this way. Can I attack him? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I had it once where the scout beat me back to his village. And man, it sucked. It pumped out, I think like they had spearmen in their village, and then it was pumping out, Like, it pumped out an archer, and it pumped out like 2 barbarian units, and I was like, holy crap. I was just sat there fighting it for a while. Oh yeah, there we go. We got barbarians right here. He must have seen it.
When you find yourself in a hole. When you find yourself in a...
Oh yeah, okay, so mining is unlocked. Yeah, so they're coming from over here. Shoot, this is not good news. My scout will get wrecked. New thing to do. Pottery would be good. Sailing would be pretty good. The wheel seems pretty decent, and the chariots are pretty good to use, but you can't upgrade the chariots really to anything for a long time. So I kind of stay a bit away from it. Bronze working is pretty decent to build the next level of fighters. We have swordsmen. I really want to do animal husbandry, but I don't have animals here, so I don't. I'll probably do it anyways. Like, archers are really good. Set this guy to defend and heal. Yeah, here come the barbarians.
It would seem we have finally tracked the
glorious
barbarian
found a natural wonder.
Like unmined gold.
We must destroy the stronghold or risk future.
And we got barbarians there.
Through
Well, I
exploration,
found them.
our civilization has...
Natural wonder boosted my knowledge of astrology. Oh, maybe I should be researching astrology. They're gonna merc my warrior unit. My scout just messed him up. Heal. What happens if I attack them? Oh yeah, it's still not good. But if they focus on me and not my city, hopefully I can finish the Slinger. Slinger's done in 1 turn. Yeah, see, he's pumping out more units. They already discovered. He just built a Slinger, so he's got 2 barbarian melee units. 2 barbarian melee units, and he's got a Slinger now. And I've got squat. That's not good news for me. That's another reason you kind of want to build super quick.
Enacting new...
It is not wisdom.
Code of laws. So this is where you have these political bonuses that pop up. You get like cards. So I can have a +5 unit strength against barbarians. That'll be useful to me right now. And then this God King is really good for early game. +1 faith, +1 gold in the capital. It's pretty helpful. And then usually I'll swap that out for the +1 production later on. And I'll swap out my +5. Oh no, yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll actually swap this one out later even to one where I get +1 housing in all cities. Because I'll have like 4 or 5 cities. And housing is always an issue I run into. Like almost always. And then new culture. I picked something else. I don't know about which culture ones to pick. I just kind of picked whichever one sounds good. But I have to exit out of here, and I have to go upstairs to the PS4 because my wife wants to do her dancey stuff. So I don't know if you want to play Warzone or we can go join Twisted or whatever. And then vent. Alright, I'll be upstairs in a minute.